We know the situation is getting worse, but we can't tell for sure how much worse. These pictures were taken from a helicopter 30 kilometers away outside the exclusion zone. That cloud may be smoke or it may be steam, but because radiation levels have surged, staff at the plant had to temporarily abandon attempts to deal with it and retreat. In a nuclear crisis, you'd like to have precise information, but Japan's cabinet secretary was unable to offer any.
It appears to be that vapor is coming out from the broken part. And I'm not saying this with absolute certainty, but I'm saying this with an assumption. That's a high probability of such phenomena going on.
Earlier, there was a fire in reactor number 4, but the power company said it had been extinguished. They produced photographs of damage to the reactor's outer buildings caused by earlier blasts. The power of the explosion was clear, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the steel and concrete chamber within has been breached. The government here insists that its response to the nuclear crisis has improved, but there's still a great deal of unease well beyond the 20-kilometre exclusion zone, as well as the area adjacent to it, where 140,000 people are being told to keep their doors and windows firmly closed. The crisis has caused huge fluctuations in the Tokyo stock market. Bargain hunters helped it recover from its 10% fall earlier in the week. But while the situation at the Fukushima plant causes international alarm, dealing with the aftermath of the tsunami is still a massive task, and it's been made worse by a return of wintry weather to some devastated areas. The death toll continues to rise as bodies are found, but many thousands more are still missing, and that should put the nuclear crisis in perspective.
I think it's very likely that the tsunami that hit Japan will kill considerably more people than the nuclear reactor accident will. Now, obviously, any fatality as a result of nuclear power are too many. But I think that the tsunami is likely to prove significantly more devastating to human life than the reactor accident will.
And the survivors of the tsunami have more urgent issues to deal with, finding food and shelter when so many of their communities have been obliterated.